everyone, welcome back, and yes, we are doing some more stuff things today. You're not shiny, are you? No, you're not. Okay, so we're gonna be doing, of course, raids, but what we are also going to be doing is a little bit of shiny hunting. So, while pretty much we roll stuff over tonight, we're going to be doing our Tera raids. If you guys have your level 5 raids, Amazon, how you guys doing? Alexander, how you doing? Alex, welcome in Rainbow Pichu, hope you're doing well. So if you guys have your level 5 Tera raids, feel free to post like the link code to them, because I'm always happy to go and do those. How you doing, Caleb? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we got this. How you doing, Mike? Welcome in. Nice, beat Scarlet, fine. And if you guys have not done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Alright, what are the raids? What are those level 5 Tera raids, Alexander? We don't really do level 6 raids, because they don't really give anything useful. Also, the event raids will have like a gold background, like the pulsating thing around it. They do not give Herba Mystica. So it is not worth doing the event raids because they just do not give Herba Mystica. But yeah, we're getting back to our raboot hunt in addition to everything. So basically, while we're going from place to place, we are going to be hatching our eggs of this thing. So question: what is the best EV spread for slow bro to beat the center raids? I'm pretty sure like max HP, max defense, or potentially special attack. I never really needed to do too much with it because if you just do a little bit of setup, you don't need to go the full distance of setting up 3 iron defenses and 3 nasty plots because it will stat purge you before you get to do that. It takes too long, so I just go, okay, go a little bit of both and then just start attacking. But I mean, everyone does have their own, like, different things. But yeah, these ones, these raids, these do not give any Herba Mystica. So it is not worth doing them. Hey, Zelandra, how you doing? Yeah, these do not give any Herba Mystica, so it is not worth doing them. As well as level 6. Like, level 6 raids, they don't give better rewards. Their rewards are just a bare minimum increase, and it's only an increase in the drop odds. It doesn't actually increase. Okay, it's not like, okay, here's a 5% chance of getting the level 5 raids. Here's a 20% in the level 6 ones. It's like, okay, 5% normally, 7% in the level 6 raids. It's not worth it to do 6-star raids. I mean, I say give them a try once, you know, depending on the Pokemon. Certain ones are relatively easy to beat, others are just obnoxious. But if it's like a Blissey is an easy one to do. Titan, depending on the typing, pretty easy. But if you get like Amoonguss level 6, Dondozo level 6, they're not worth doing. Those will be almost impossible to beat. I'm doing very well, Slender. I'm doing very well. Right now, we're just waiting for the game to roll over into night, as well as, of course, you guys, if you want to put out your link codes to your raids. So that way, we can start doing these Tera raids. Goodbye, Score Bunny. Yeah, that's gonna be hard, Amazon. The Copper Raja one is going to be a nightmare to do. Mostly because Copper Raja in level 6 raids, it has Curse. And it will continue to set up curses. So that way it just boosts itself up to +6. And then it steamrolls you. Level 5 fighting Hackers. Now that sounds easy. I'd definitely be up for that one. Okay, 3 Bramblin will be able to do that one. Yeah, those freaking Copper Raja ones give me just nightmares. Those Copperajah ones give me absolute nightmares. Alright, let's go the link code for this Haxorus. I do enjoy Haxorus. The power items raised. I'm pretty sure it's 8. I'm pretty sure they give 8 EVs, and if they don't give 8, I'm pretty sure it was they gave 8 originally, and they give 10 then. Oh, okay, you must not have connected for the Cinderace raids then. Okay. You must not have gotten your Cinderace data updated yet. Exactly. But it's fine. If you guys haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe on the stream if you haven't done so. We are going to be opening up the Tera raids. So, this is going to be a Grass level 5 Bramblin. This shouldn't be too hard for us. Yeah, Bramblin shouldn't be too terribly hard for us. Because if I recall, Bramblin doesn't really... It's like physically based. Yeah, Bramblin isn't like physically based last I checked. And Great Tusk should be able to shred that thing. Yeah, you guys can always do raids. You guys can... The raids are pretty much like first come, first serve. If you guys want to top on the raids, we're happy to do it. Just make sure if you are doing raids, you have stuff that is level 90 to 100. We need high-level stuff for these, or else we are not going to be able to beat them. But yeah. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, if you guys are having trouble getting candies, like, well, not getting candies. If you guys are having trouble beating raids, level 5 raids, I recommend you take on the level 3 and level 4 raids, beat those, then use the candies you get from those to start powering up other things to level 100 to eventually start being able to beat the level 5 raids. Because eventually, once you can consistently beat the level 5 raids, you can basically just keep it going. Level 89 should be okay. Level 89 should be okay, Cactus. Alright, I have righted so many bugs. Don't even have it yet. Have you been using the Let's Go battle command, Caleb? Have you been using with the Let's Go? Because the Let's Go battle system does not give you effort values. Okay. You don't really even need... you don't really need to actually even use battling for effort values. If you go and get vitamins, you can just throw vitamins into your Pokemon and they will automatically get the EVs up. Because they removed the vitamin EV cap, which is a great thing. But again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Well, what was the thing you were fighting, Mudkip? Because, honestly... Because... with Iron Hands, if you just belly drum into Thunder Punch, it can do very well against it. So, you don't really need to deal super effective damage when you're using Iron Hands like at +X. You can just go and just punch it with Thunder Punch. Exactly, Amazon. Exactly. This should be fine. Because we can get Photosynthesis tripped off by, the Koraidon. Photosynthesis should be... And if you guys have, like, links for your guys' raids, please feel free to leave them in the chat. We're happy to help with them. But the event raids do not give Herba Mystica, so that is an important thing. If you have, like, the pulsing ones with a gold background, those have a 0 chance of dropping Herba Mystica, and they are not worth doing. Unless you're going out for Tera Shards, which they do give Tera Shards, but it's better to just go for the Herba Mystica because they give the same rewards and then give also Herba Mystica chances. Ha, that's funny. Funny. And now it's time for Earthquake. Also, thank you, Luna, for using that Screech on the Koraidon. That is very helpful. Because that just lets us do so much damage. Like... Having a dedicated defense-lowering Pokemon, well, defense or special defense-lowering Pokemon in these battles is so useful. You have no idea how helpful it is. What do you mean by help with Flabébé Cactus? You mean finding one? Because I only got Flabébé registered in my Pokedex by just going out and getting an egg for one. I think it might spawn in the overworld, but I have no idea where it actually appears. No, Libby? You should be able to easily... That should be easy to do solo, because they're, what, like level 35 or something?
Good thing about Scarlet Violet is that Pokemon can give all the different EVs can be found less than 5 feet from your house.
Yeah. Like, the amount of... I mean, the other thing is, the quality of life upgrades that this game did are second to none. Well, not exactly. Sword and Shield did far more quality of life updates, but this game enhanced those quality of life updates even further. So much better. I love it. Dodge the Power Whip. Unfortunately, Grassy Terrain does mitigate the power of Earthquake. It actually cuts Earthquake power in half. So it is going to survive a little bit more. Replace Dio with a different Cloudsire. How could you replace Dio? Hello, Stephanie Beckman. How you doing? How could you possibly replace Dio, Mudkip? How could you replace Zawaldo? How could you replace Zawaldo? Headlong Rush. This is overkill, but I don't care. Overkill. I love it. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bramblegast. I'm not gonna get it. If you're spelling Dio's name, you gotta do it in all caps. And that is why we love these level 5 raids. That's spicy Herba Mystica. I need more of those. I need more of that Herba Mystica. But yeah, when it gets into nighttime in-game, I am going to be going back to my Shiny Hunt Outbreak. Because I have an Outbreak for one of my Ghost types. And as we are wont to do in our living Shiny decks, I am trying to knock out every single one of the daytime dependent spawns, and I have a Shuppet Outbreak. So that'll be fun. We're going to be hunting that one. Extapo Bulo seems like a fun combo because Bulu beats Waters. Shows the weakest Earthquake. Well, the thing is, Mega Charizard doesn't exist anymore. Mega Charizard doesn't really exist anymore.
Earthquake beats the water the minor.
Well, water types don't really bother Charizard all that much, either form, because Mega Charizard X is no longer weak to water, and it gets Thunder Punch, and Mega Y isn't bothered by water types because it gets automatic Sunny Day setup and Solar Beam. Either of them don't really have much of an issue with the water types. Is it because he is harassing Sly in his raid? Ooh, Garganacl, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. It's fair enough. I don't really play Showdown for the older formats. I only like play the current ones for theory testing things like Series 2 right now at the moment. Grass Garganacl. That sounds fun. It's fun.
5 Q2 BR.
Okay. There you go. And again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There are 16 of you wonderful people out there, but only 9 likes I see on the stream. Thank you all for coming out. Yeah, Cactus, you can join. You don't need to ask if you can join every single one. You can join in. Honestly, I don't really have much good for this. I mean, Skeledirge is kind of my best option for this. Because, like, Bug, Ice, Flying, and Fire all are weak to Rock, and I don't have any Poison types. Honestly, the Gengar isn't a half bad bring. Honestly, the Gengar is not a bad bring to this. Because it's not weak to Rock. It is Poison. It's not a bad bring. Oh yeah, right, it is Friday the 13th. I honestly forgot about that. I actually forgot, like, Friday the 13th is a thing. I am a vaguely... What is ground weak to? Ground is weak to ice, water, and grass. The thing is, none of the things that grass is weak to is a particularly good choice for this, because almost all of them, other than poison, are weak to rock. You know, it's basically either we go that, or we go to poison. And poison types aren't really that great. Also, the Fluttermane was not a very good pick for this, because this thing has no physical defense. That thing has no physical defense, and Garganacl is a physical attacker. The Fluttermane is likely going to get one shot. Yeah, the Garganacl is very bulky. The Garganacl is all around very good. Yeah, Poison Saving Grace is beating Fairy, but even then, a lot of other things also beat Fairy. Like, most people use Fire types for beating Fairy types, all things considered these days. Yeah, most people actually use Fire for beating Fairy types. Because Poison has very limited offensive utility, as well as most Fairy types are actually part Psychic. And they devour poison types like their breakfast. Is it one of the event Florges, Alexander? Is it one of the event Florges? Because if it is the event Florges, they do not drop Herba Mystica. But yeah, who is the Gengar? Yeah. This is why I don't queue up things until, like, we have a good solid lineup. Otherwise, I just back out and we just restart everything. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Dragonite was not a particularly good thing for this. It would be better to bring special attackers, because Garganacl has very, very high physical defense. Special attacks are the better way to go for this. Yeah. Yeah, Garganacl is just in general a bit of a hard raid. It might be best to not do this. It might be best to not do it. Because Garganacl is very defensive, and its typing does not mesh very well with what we need to fight against it with. This is one of the things that I was actually talking about raids that really aren't worth doing, is something like this. It is able to beat us far too easily because what you want to use against it is not necessarily good at matching up against what it's naturally able to use against you. Now, if I was able to, like, say, spam, you know, fire moves very easily from the get-go, that would be different. But not able to do that exactly.
The Tera raids.
Yeah. The Dragonite was not great. The Dragonite was not great. And the Fluttermane also kind of got knocked out a bit too much. I think if we go back with this without the Gengar, without the Fluttermane, we should be easier to do this. How do I tell if the Fluttermane is from the event? The background will be gold, and the little icon on the map will have, like, energy waves pulsing out of it. If it has, like, the energy stuff pulsing out of it and the background of it is gold, that is an event raid. That is an event raid. If it doesn't have that and it's just a regular background, then it won't be. Amazon, you were using Shadow Ball. This thing has Purifying Salt. It takes half damage from ghost moves. Shadow Ball was doing nothing to it. Okay, so that's a regular one. Yeah, these are the event raids. These sort of, like, wavy looking ones. Those are the event raids. Those are not worth doing. But surviving is not... Surviving is only one part of it, Amazon. Doing damage is also a lot more important. You know, doing enough damage is also important. We were pretty close to beating that one. And we were pretty close to beating it. If we'd been able to do a little bit more damage a little quicker, we wouldn't have lost.
About fire type by the dragon.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cactus. Hey, Dom, how are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, Koraidon would be very good. Koraidon would be very good. Yeah, Koraidon would be a very good pick for this. Or do you mean Charizard? Because Charizard would not be a good bring for this. Granted, just special attackers would be best. Those would not be high enough level, Tom. I'd recommend for leveling stuff up, doing like level 4 and level 3 raids. Because the level 5 raids are level 75. And you pretty much do need to be around like level 90, level 100 to do well against them. Trust me, Frostmoth is the best Pokemon for Fire Sport level 5. Don't even joke about that, Mudkip. Don't even joke about that, Mudkip. Okay, we'll do Florgus.
TCX 4J3.
But levels are more important than just Tera typing, because remember, you can't Tera type until 3 turns in at minimum, and even then it will delay the Tera typing by a couple of turns. Survival is more important. With the initial typing of the Pokemon is more important than the Tera typing.
Alright, let's see. What do I got for flying?
Alright, I have Magnezone. Where's my Magnezone? I can't bring in that because that's in a battle team. Where's my Magnezone? Where's my other Magnezone? Oh, there it is. There's the Magnezone. I was wondering where it was.
Up and on Gorilla attack.
I have no idea what that is, Cannon. Yeah, I'd recommend doing like the level 3 and level 4 raids, Tom. I'd recommend doing those because those will help get you more experience candy to be able to start doing the level 5s. That's what I did when I started to get my stuff up, and now I'm at like 999 extra experience candy larges. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you all for coming out so far. Thank you all. Hi, Gail. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Marzara killed 60 times, use the sandwich and no shinies at one point.
Do you reset the spawns, Mudkip? Do you reset the spawns? Because that's important. It is important to reset the spawns. I'm doing well, Kayla. I'm doing well. Okay. Well, you're gonna need to do that for a while. You're gonna need to do that for a while, Mudkip.
If I removed the entire Gyarados outbreak and got 2 shines, outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, it's all RNG, honestly, Amazon. Some people will, I mean, like me with that freaking shiny Frigibax. I got that thing in 16 eggs with no shiny charm. And then there's times where it's like I'm with Ho-Oh and Dynamax Adventures and I'm 500 encounters into that thing and still haven't gotten the shiny. It fluctuates. RNG is a cruel, cruel thing. Oh crap, this thing has Combine. Yikes. That is what we like to call some bad RNG, Mudkip. That is some bad RNG. 500 RNG. Yeah, 500 Dynamax Adventures on that Ho-Oh. That's going to be painful. That is honestly my most painful shiny hunt I've ever had. We need... Well, Cactus, what are... Zap Cannon only hits half of the time. It's Cactus. Zap Cannon has a 50% accuracy. Most of the time... I mean, as often as Zap Cannon will hit, it will miss. Yeah, it's not a very good move. Because it misses a lot. The other thing is that this thing freaking has, like, stacked up a lot of Calm Mind, so it's just basically specially defensive to the extreme. Well, Cactus, that is one of the reasons I actually started the channel, to help people get stuff better. I'd recommend teaching it Thunderbolt or Discharge. I'd recommend teaching it either Thunderbolt or reteaching it Discharge. It's only a little bit less powerful than Zap Cannon, but it will always hit. Yeah. Not sure what you mean by that, Caleb. Also, we might need someone to bring something like Clear Smog, because this thing is just stacking up Calm Mind. Its special defense is just too ridiculous. Its special defense is just do it. Also, status moves do not work when the shield is up, Cactus. Just spam attacking moves. Just spam attacking moves. Yes. Because this thing, I mean, it will be better to get rid of the boost overall, because it also means it's doing more damage. When you use the Prankster to go underwater, do you avoid damage if you're just low enough to hit your opponent's out of the back? But you can never force it into only using dive, is the thing, unless you only have Pokemon that know dive and other moves that cannot be called by assist. But even then, like, you go up against anything that has Water Absorb or Storm Drain, that strategy immediately fails. You do that, you bring that against something that has, like, Water Absorb or Storm Drain or just resists water, eventually they'll stall out assists power points. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. I have an idea. And I'm just gonna bring Iron Hands this time. I'm just gonna bring Iron Hands. Okay, I'm glad today was a good day. Cactus, just... If you don't have, like, the best things prepared for raids, I'd recommend going and doing the level 3 and level 4 raids just to prepare options. You know, getting more prepared options before going into the level 5s is necessary. You can't immediately start going into level 5s because they will be too difficult to beat. You need to take a bit. You need to start leveling stuff up and getting a lot more variable options. Explain. Let's just say Justin poked the wrong bear. DM me the information on that, Rose. Just DM me it. Okay, there we go. There Humberto said the thing. Yeah, the main issue with that was just that we were all using special attacks. And when its special defense went up to +6, we just couldn't deal any damage to it. BY 8C 9-4. Sure thing, eventually forget. Pot roast ready. Very nice. Pot roast is delicious. I love pot roast. Pot roast is good. Same with stew. Most food made with beef is good, in my opinion. I enjoy meat. Who is genius? Who is genius? Because we do need to know who everyone is before we can actually start doing these. Ah, funny, Caleb. Nope, we're not doing the Cinderace raids, Pyramart. Last time we did them, things did not end well, and so I just don't do them. They're just not worth doing. The other part is that they're just not really worth doing. All they are fighting Tera shards, and that's really it. And I already have more than enough fighting Tera shards. I'm not going to need more of them. So I'm mostly just using the... I'm really just going for the other raids. Because the other raids are honestly just better. Because if the goal is to just get... Because the goal presently is to get Herba Mystica. It is to get... Herba Mystica. It is to get... other thing. See, this is why I do not bring the Gengar. The Gengar cannot do anything to the Florges.
Keep that in mind, as according to Herba, Cinderace's speed is the same as his stuff.
Yes, Cinderace's speed will always be the same because they don't adjust base stats. They do not adjust base stats. Yeah, base stats are not really adjusted between games. There have only ever been a few Pokemon where they've adjusted the base stats between generations, and those are the notable exceptions when they adjust the base stats. Yeah, those are like the very, very notable exceptions. Yep, Iron Hands was like the play. Iron Hands was the play, but someone needed to heal me. Iron Hands was the play. It's so good. It's just unstoppable. But it doesn't kill me here. Yeah. That's why one of you guys needed to heal me. Yes, they decrease Zacian. Zacian is one of the few instances... Zacian is one of the few instances where they have decreased a Pokemon's base stat total. Zacian is not weak now. Zacian is still ridiculously strong. It's just they decreased its attack by 20 points. It now goes from a 170 base attack to a 150 base attack. And they also changed the way in which Intrepid Sword works, so it is less powerful, but it's still ridiculously strong. Like, Zacian is still Zacian. It's still a menace. Iron Hands. Yeah, Zacian is by no means weak. Zacian is by no means weak. I do have to say, I like how they did change Terrastall raids to just not being throw Zacian at everything like it honestly was with Dynamax raids.
The Zacian but weaker than Swords.
Exactly. That is exactly true, Shuckle, right there. That is exactly true. Hello there, Shuckle. Welcome in. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have not done so already.
What does Zamazenta do under?
Oh no, they actually buffed Zamazenta. They buffed Zamazenta because now it actually learns Body Press. They buffed Zamazenta. I also don't think they took away as important of a stat from Zamazenta. I think they might have taken away, like, what, special attack or something like that. They didn't nerf Zamazenta nearly as aggressively. Zamazenta. Let me actually go check, actually. Yeah, they didn't really nerf Zamazenta too aggressively, because, like, Zamazenta was never the problem. It was always Zacian. Zacian was always the problem.
Pretty either took some defense or attack.
Well, I mean, taking away Zamazenta's attack wouldn't really be problematic. Because it was a defensive one. Yeah. I mean, again, it's better now because it got body press. Like, it never really was an aggressive attacker in the same vein as, like, Zacian was. It was always, like, defensive, and now it actually has body press, so it can actually, like, be quite good. Yeah, Kayla, it's not worth wondering over it. They're probably just a troll, and it just gives them the attention they want, so let's just do the raids with them in it, okay. Doesn't matter. We'll still beat them. And when they're done being a pathetic excuse for a person who has no sense of joy and must derive joy from just failing to ruin other people's days, they'll inevitably get on with their lack of a life and hopefully contemplate their own failings. Yeah, let's see. What are they changing? Yeah, they took away... Really? They took away 1 point of that? Oh, 10. Okay, so they took away... What did they do? Oh, I see what they did now. Okay. They took away 10 points of Zamazenta's attack, 5 points of defense, and 5 points of special defense from Zamazenta. Okay. They really didn't take away all that much. They honestly didn't really do too much to nerf Zamazenta. Because, like, it just lost 5 points of defense and 10 points of attack. It still has a fairly great attack and very respectable attack for being a defensive behemoth. Ooh. Alright. This is gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean not fun at all. This is not gonna be fun. Alright. This will not be fun. This will not be fun. Because this is an Annihilape. But I think we could be able to do it. Yeah, just bring things that can resist fighting to this thing. Just things that can resist fighting. Yeah, do not use Screech, because this thing can have Defiant. I mean, I guess actually probably be best if we could figure out if it has Defiant or not. And if it doesn't have Defiant, okay, then we can just debuff this thing into Oblivion and smack its face in. So let's do a test one. We'll do a test one with just to see what it has. We'll just see if this thing has Defiant or not, and if it has Defiant, it's not worth doing. If it doesn't have Defiant, we should be able to easily brute force it. Not really certain how long tonight's stream is going to be, honestly. But I am thinking we're probably going to... I mean, we are eventually going to go switch over to the Shuppet Shiny Hunt once it rolls over to night in-game. Alright, let's see. Freaking Fairy Tera on this thing. It just amuses me. It amuses me. I'm hoping this thing doesn't have Defiant. But we will all have to wait and see. Okay, it doesn't have Defiant. It does not have Defiant. I think we can easily beat this thing. I think we can easily beat this thing if it does not have Defiant. But yeah, we win. Like, even with a little bit of a bug right there, we win. It doesn't have Defiant. Like, Defiant is the only thing that makes this thing terrifying. Because you can't debuff it. It'll set up something like, it'll set up Focus Energy and then use, like, Shadow Claw or Close Combat and just nuke you into Oblivion and just purge away its defense drops. I give it Belly Drum, Thunder Punch, Drain Punch. And then, honestly, a lot of the time you can just tack on whatever 4th move you need for just depending on what Pokemon you're going up against. But most of the time, I honestly find that like Thunder Punch and Drain Punch do more than enough. Give it the Shell Bell held item and you should be fine. Because the Shell Bell will restore its health every time it inflicts damage. Clap hands. You're not doing enough, Annihilape. You're not doing enough. Okay, fine, use Taunt. Use Taunt, it's not doing enough. We just wreck you now. And now, we beat the stupid pig monkey into oblivion. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. A little bit of Shell Bell. We're just doing raids in general, Peter Williams. If you have a raid, we're happy to help, like level 5 ones. We are always happy to help. Because we are trying to get Herba Mystica. But yeah, we are just basically just doing raids to try and get Herba Mystica and stuff like that. There we go. Annihilape goes down. Yeah, if it's not Defiant, Annihilape is easy. Because you can debuff it just as easily as anything else. Sadly, no Herba Mystica. Sadly, no Herba Mystica, but that's fine. I'm glad that they finally started to make, okay, you can actually get mins from raids. So I'm pretty sure you'd only get, like, bottle caps and stuff. I guess maybe you could get mins from the Backward Sword and Shield ones, I think. Okay, good. In-game, it's going to roll over to night soon. Finally made it to a stream. Is mounted. Hey, nice green. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for popping in. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yeah, also, as we are doing all of this, we are, like, hatching some eggs for Score Bunny. Because we do have a bit of a backlog of those we still got to work on. And actually, now that I think about it, it's going to roll over to night relatively soon. Which means I should head back to Shuppet. And work on that Shuppet outbreak. Because I do have a Shuppet outbreak. Thank you, Green. We still need 2 more shinies from the family to complete the living shiny decks. Because we need to get our Reboot shiny and we need to get our Cinderace shiny. We've already gotten our Score Bunny shiny. We should be fine. And there we go, back over to this. But yeah, we have made significant progress in our living shiny decks. I'm very glad on it. I think we might actually hit my goal of 60 shinies in the December 18th to January 18th. If we actually do hit that, I'm going to be really happy. Because that has been my goal for a while, is to hit that goal. There we go. Yep, we are moving over to nighttime. Which means I should bring up my little handy-dandy little guide for that I set Echo. That is just what the sandwiches are. Because I sent one of my friends a thing that basically says, yeah, this is what ingredients go for these sandwiches. We're gonna be back to doing raids, but it's just between the time that is daytime and the time that is nighttime, we're gonna be doing the outbreak of Shuppet because Shuppet only appears during the night. And then when it rolls back over to daytime, we're gonna resume the raids. So sort of being a swap between both of those. Yeah, we're doing a bit of both. Okay. There we go. Okay. Save the game. So shiny for Ghost is gonna be green peppers. But yeah, we're still doing them. Yeah, we are still doing raids. We're just going to shiny hunting the Ghost right now. Creative mode, there'll be a tomato. That will be a onion. That a burger, and then that's poison. Oops, wrong one. Ghost is red onion. Ghost is red onions. Okay, I made a little bit of a misread on that. So that will be tomato, onion, 2 things of red onion, a green bell pepper, and then a burger. And then any assortment of Herba Mystica. I'll go with spicy. And we'll go so pick. 5-star. Ooh, Squoba. That is Greedent. That is what that one is. That is a Greedent. That shouldn't be too hard to beat. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to, if you guys have like level 4 raids, I recommend doing those while we are doing our shiny hunting thing. Because those will help you guys get experience candies, which will help you guys be able to do the level 5 raids and level 6 raids. So actually, this is actually perfect for you guys to basically go round up your raids. Bread goes there. Pin. Pick goes in the middle. There we go. That's delightful. Now, let's get to shiny hunting this Shuppet. This is not a sandwich, this is a bread plate. This is not a sandwich, this is a bread plate. It is a plate of food with bread. There we go. Tasty Max is original, even though this is something I would never want to eat in my life because these sandwiches are absolutely revolting. Honestly, that is my favorite thing about the sandwiches in Pokemon, is no one would ever eat these sandwiches. They are absolutely revolting, but yet the game is like, no, people would eat these sandwiches. These are sandwiches. No sense, but it's funny. So we are looking now for a green Shuppet. We are looking for a green Shuppet. And this is there we go. I mean, for me, all of them were very forgettable. For me, all of them were rather forgettable. But for me, it was Tuesday. I am very glad that those things are gone. Wait, we're getting rated! Hey, welcome in, Poke Guitarist Jake. Welcome in, Blitz99. Where is the man themselves, Chaos? I presume this is, Chaos. Is that shiny? No, it's not. Where is the man themselves, Mr. Chaos? There's Chaos. How are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you very much for coming in, Chaos Raiders. If you guys are new, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe on the stream if you haven't done so. And can one of my wonderful mods please go grab the link for Chaos? Yeah, I tend to mod people if I need like a mod and there is no one around. I call it panic modding. Thank you, Kayla, for grabbing the link. But what were you streaming, Chaos? How did it go? Was it going well? Hope it went well. What were you doing? Thank you, Omar, as well. I need to make a command for that. I need to make a command for Chaos. I need to make a command for Chaos. But how are you doing, Chaos? What were you streaming? Hope it went well. Were you shiny hunting? Were you doing the Cinderace raids? Or were you playing something entirely different? Come on, give me a shiny Shuppet. Give me that shiny little green cloth thingy. Picnic. Yeah, Omar, when someone comes in with a raid please only post the link of the raider, please, because like he was putting in multiple links. He was putting in links for Blitz and for Guitarist Jake, but Omar, please only put in the link of the person who's raiding when the raider is raiding.
Understandable. We were playing Scarlet Violet. It was pretty good, even though we had some little Timmies, as Blitz was called.
What is a little Timmy? Please explain what that means. I have never heard of that phrasing, and now I must know what it means. So what was a little Timmy? I have not. I have never played Mario Maker.
Shiny didn't encounter me.
It may have been shiny, but you may not have noticed it, Kayla. It is a bit of a hard shine to notice. It is at times a bit of a hard shine to notice.
Come on, Shuppet. Sparkle. Little Timmy is the cute who spans the level. Little Timmy is a term for very bad Mario Maker.
Okay.
To incinerate raid, Little Timmy is a kid who trolls, but really.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I do not tolerate trolling, so that is why I would likely never have known that. For me, he's like, okay, you're trolling, banned. You're done. Because it's one of those things where it's just, okay, I have zero tolerance for this. I made this channel to have fun with friends. And if you seek to disrupt that, you will get absolutely obliterated without pity or remorse.
Picnic.
Yeah. Yeah, Sage, just don't mention them. Just don't mention them. They want attention, and all you're doing is giving them attention, which is just going to encourage them to do it more. So the best thing to do is just not mention them, and they will go away, because they are a sad, pathetic excuse for a human being who has nothing better to do. Hey, Andreas, how are you doing? How is Mr. Andreas? How are you doing? Saw you with shiny hunting earlier today. How did it go? Exactly, Caleb, exactly. So that is a pin-worthy comment. That is a pin-worthy comment. Exactly. Delightful. Delightful, one could say. Delightful. How you doing, Andreas? Hope you're doing well. Closing raids ASAP. Oh, Nuzlocking. How'd the Nuzlock go? How was the locking of Nuz? Did it go well? Ooh, nice. So how do you make starter gifts? How do you make starter gifts? Because I never really knew how to make gifts. Something I probably should learn how to do for, like, purposes later on. Picnic. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating. Yeah, right now, yo, this is where I got my... Yeah, this is an outbreak too, so I'm at maximum KO chain, and I need 2 of them. I need 2 of them for the living shiny decks. And we only have 30 minutes to hunt them, because that is how long night lasts. When night ends, we basically gotta go burn another half hour until... You know, of course, the game is like, okay, we'll go back to daytime. So we're hoping to go. Well, gee. 4 hours, 3 stars. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how you guys can, like, do all that stuff. It's like, for me, it's like, okay, I don't know how to do this. My brain hurts when I try to do, like, technology stuff. But yet, I decided to make a thing of making YouTube videos where I need to make and edit videos was not exactly a smart path to do, but it makes sense in context. Easy gift is going to make gifts. Neat. Alright, I will make note of that for later, Andreas. I will very much make a note of that for future endeavors. But yeah, just like it... I spent so long today working on thumbnails for some upcoming videos. And I was like, okay, how the heck do I add a gradient to the text? And I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out how to like deselect like the things I was selected in my editing software, which was Krita, before I realized, wait, if I just right click on this thing, there's literally an option that says deselect. And I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out what to do. It was like, oh, it literally was staring me in the face the whole time. Smooth brain. Smooth brain. And it didn't upload at 30. Nice. Yeah, I'm working on my monthly shiny compilation. Every month, what I'm doing is like, every month on the 18th, I'm basically gonna do a shiny reaction compilation of the last month of shiny hunting, because that absolutely popped off last month, and I'm hoping that like that'll happen again, because like that exploded and it did super well. So I'm hoping that that happens again next month. Like, that'd be great. Because there'll be even more reactions in this one. Hey, Foxy, how you doing? How you doing, Foxy? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we got great. We had 47 reactions last month. I'm hoping that we're going to top that. Because I know that off stream, when I was hunting for the Meryl, I was hunting for... Meryl, I was hunting for a couple of other things for the shiny hunt that we fight. And then, like, the whole thing with Sly. So I think we've got more than enough. Yeah, I did call you... I've called you Foxy many times! I've called you Foxy many times in previous streams, Foxy. It is not a new development. Come on, Shuppet. Pop up already, you little Teru Bozo. Or I guess Teru Bozo, if you're not shining for us. Okay. Finish creating my Power Ranger mascot. Neat. Send it. Send it, Omar. I must see this. I must see this, Omar. Send it. There's this question. You don't want, but why is the stream delayed? I've never made brains. No, I set the stream time to 6:30. I set the stream time to 7:30. Yeah, normally when we do streams this late, we stream at 7 p.m. But today I just decided to set it to 7:30. Yeah, this is like a good general rule of thumb for stream start times. If it's earlier in the day, like mid-afternoonish, well, I mean mid-afternoonish for me, it's like 2:30, 3:30 start time. And if it is like late in the day, say like around this time, it's gonna be around on the hour. Sometimes there's a little bit of fluctuation. But hello, Juicy Memes, welcome in. Thank you, alright, thank you. But how are you guys doing? Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Wait, where do you think you saw the shiny green? If you could send that me in, like, in a DM. If you, like, take like, a screenshot and, like, send it in a DM, I could look at that. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was a shiny and I just didn't see it. Because not that it doesn't change that much, but it's also just, like, lighting. Okay, late. Okay, Foxy. I understand. That is your usual thing. That is your usual shtick. Picnic. Hey, Ash, how are you doing? Also, Ash, you didn't send me the link to the channel you want me to have in the command. You didn't send me the link. Not even like the green grass, it's just like the Shuppet color, because everything is darker. There we increase bond density. Glad to have you in here, Ash. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well, Ash. We do love Ash. Yeah, I think that shiny Shuppet like stands out quite well here. Let me snag me. Thank you, Ash. Yeah, I can go add that command later tonight. Yeah, as we continue our shiny hunt for the little ghosty thing. I'm hoping this is going to end up being like with the Ghastly, where we just get 2 of them in a single sandwich. But I have my doubts. What do you mean you hear sounds in the background, Foxy? What do you mean you hear sounds? It could be the music in game. Because like the music in game sometimes is a little bit low. I mean, it's like greenish. It's like dark. It's like greenish. It's one of those colors that like it fluctuates depending on the lighting for like how you can perceive it. Yeah, there are Discord notification sounds. For those who don't know, my laptop is relatively close to my computer, and my laptop is relatively close to my streaming PC and microphone. And my desktop, my computer, will make the Discord pings. And because this one doesn't pick up, because the thing doesn't pick up on it. Because my computer streaming PC does not ping, but it is the computer that pings, and the mic picks up the pings. It's just fine like that. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you have not done so already. But where is this little ghosty thingy? But yeah, once we wrap up this sandwich, we are going to get back to the Tera raids. Because what we're doing is we're alternating between doing Tera raids, we do the shiny hunt, because this thing only appears at night. They're fluff and adorable. Exactly, they are fluff and adorable. They are adorable. They are adorable little balls of floof. Floof is adorable. That's why we love corgis. Then again, corgis are just adorable for a whole bunch of other reasons. They are corgis after all. Corgis are a precious treasure. Okay, come on, give me a shiny game. Oh great, it's a Spidops. I hate Spidops. Very few Pokemon this game do I dislike. But, wait, is that a shiny? No, it's not. There are very few Pokemon in this game that I would actively say I dislike. Spidops is probably one of the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head that I do not like. The other one's Garifii. The other one is Garifii, because I just the extra long finger just unsettles me. The extra long finger just unsettles me. Kind of weirds me out.
I will take Void Determina's title if I don't get my Altaria soon. Oh, yeah, you and your Altaria Roost. You and that Cloud, Durgaron. You and the Cloud. And it's just the fingers are just weird. It's just, the fingers are just too long and weird looking. It's like, there are very few Pokemon that looking at them leaves me physically unsettled. And Garafai is one of the few. And I just think Spidops looks dumb. Like, there's really nothing to say about it, but I just think it looks dumb. Meta, you should have seen my rage when Mark randomly ran into a shiny Swablu. Was in a fury. Faye. Just because it is based on a real thing doesn't mean I have to like the thing exists. It's still creepy and it's still freaky, and I think it deserves oblivion. Just because it exists doesn't mean I like it. Ugly just got Nightbot. Nightbot sucks. Nightbot is dumb. We randomly gotten Swablu or Altaria. Cypress got two in the same day. My luck is... I mean, they could have been running sandwiches. They could have been running sandwiches. They could have been running sandwiches. I mean, I still need to shiny hunt Swablu. I still need to get a Swablu. I already have, like, several shiny Altaria, as much as I hate saying it, Roos, but I already have several shiny Altaria that I got in Ultra Moon because I was just doing the Ultra Space wormholes. But, I mean, I know those are, like, a bit more forgivable because those are Ultra Space, and they have ridiculously boosted odds in there. I know Vax Cypress was using sandwiches, and he got two in the same hour. Wow! Was he not doing outbreaks? Dang, that's some luck. That's some luck right there. Because, like, that's kind of my favorite thing about as the gens have gone on, with the exception, really, of Kalos. I don't really dislike any Pokemon from the more recent games. Like, yeah, Garafii, I think that's how it's pronounced, Garafii. I don't really care for it, but it just looks weird. Like, Spidops, I just think Spidops looks ugly and deserves to burn in the eternal pits of hell. But, like, other than that, I pretty much think all the designs from this game are pretty rock solid. I've heard, like, 7 different ways of people pronouncing that thing's name. And I just call it Garafee because I see AI. I think, okay, that makes the A sound. I know some people said, like, Garafii as, like, graffiti. Or, like, other things, like, I have no idea what it is. I'm just gonna call it the way that I think it is. Yeah, it's one of those things that I think everyone is just going to have their own pronunciation on, because everyone will just take it in a bit of a different way. Yes, I think it's going to end up being one of those Pokemon where it ends up having a just different pronunciation for every person, because everyone's going to have a different way that they read it phonetically. Nightbot is just dumb. Nightbot is just dumb, Foxy. Nightbot excels at being stupid. Frickin' heck! Are we not gonna get a shiny on this one? I mean, we've still got several minutes left in our sandwich, which means we have several minutes until it runs out over to daytime. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. It very much helps out the channel. I have today, tomorrow, and... Oh, after that, almost was been a Pixelmon in college. I would say just forget the Pixelmon roast. I would say just forget about the Pixelmon at that point and just start hard focusing on that Altaria. Because otherwise you will never be able to live down the shame and the humiliation of failing to acquire that shiny Altaria. You must get the Flufo Dragon. You must acquire the Flufo Dragon, Roost. You must acquire it. Do you not agree? There we go. Go away with that. Do 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 do. Give me my shiny. Can hunt Altaria wherever I want. I need to make the Pixelmon server stays alive. Also want. Ah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That makes sense. I still thought we did get the shiny Hariyama. Those who don't know, we got a shiny Hariyama several weeks ago. Actually, about a month ago, actually, at this point. Where I was just hatching eggs. Well, I was hatching my Fuecoco eggs. And there's the shiny! There we go! There's the shiny! Freaking finally! Where is the Golduck? Where is the Golduck? So I know this thing cannot use a self-KOing move. There we go. There we go. I always like to bring out a soak user, because that way, it will not be able to curse. It will not be able to use curse and get rid of itself. But there we go, we finally freaking got it. Yeah, it sticks out. It sticks out. You know, it definitely does stick out more than you'd expect. Foxy, as per the agreement, yeah, we do trades in stream depending on what they are. Like if someone needs like one thing, we do that. Hey Gamer YT, how you doing? I don't like quick balls. I don't like the look of a quick ball. I think I might have mentioned this before, but I like getting my shinies in luxury balls. Yep, we just got a shiny. We just got a shiny. I like getting my shinies in quick balls. No, I mean not in quick balls. I like getting my shinies in luxury balls. So I don't do the quick ball thing. I don't like the look of a quick ball. I just think it looks better when the shiny is in a luxury ball, because it is my favorite Pokeball. Nest ball. What is that nest ball? Why are you sad? Yeah, I've lost shinies myself. I've lost shinies myself. The shiny Knackley is a loss that will haunt me. Because it was entirely preventable. It was an entirely preventable shiny loss. And we just got the shiny right before it moved over to daytime, and the outbreak would go away for the next half hour. I have like I think almost 100 shinies in the game. We have probably like 120 around 120 at this point. I've kind of lost count. But at the end of this entire series, not at the end of the series. As we go throughout the series, we are going to be doing giveaways for a lot of the spare shiny phases I've gotten. We've been getting a lot of them. And I just would prefer to give them away to people who'd be able to give them homes. Omar, that is not funny. That is not funny, Omar. I made that one mistake. Yeah, Channel Atari, I can trade. No, yeah, Kayla. He didn't hunt the shiny Altaria for this long, only... He didn't hunt the shiny this long, only to just receive it via trade. Yeah, that... Shiny hunters, they do like to go out for the hunt themselves. Being given the trade shiny, it isn't about just acquiring the shiny. It is about the hunt to get it oneself. Matter of pride, exactly. It is a matter of pride. The Golduck blocks Curse because when a Ghost type uses Curse, it will cut their HP in half. However, Golduck has the move Soak, and Soak changes their typing into a Water type, meaning Curse does not have its Ghost type effect. It's because of the way Curse works. You know, it's one of those weird interactions. Yeah, Omar, like there are certain things not to joke about, Omar. There are certain things like do not joke about. Yeah, this Golduck is basically my anti-self knockout Pokemon. Like, this thing has Damp to prevent explosion users from going kaboom on me. This thing has Soak to prevent ghost types from cursing themselves out. The only thing it doesn't have is a way of preventing recoil users from knocking them out because it doesn't have Rockhead. But I'm working on that. I'm working on a way of doing that as well. I'm working on a plan for that. Yeah, exactly. Golduck is the suppression system. That is why Golduck is like one of my best shiny hunting partners. It's like it is the underrated shiny hero because it just prevents self-inflicted knockouts, which is the worst way of losing a shiny is a self-inflicted knockout. Heal policy. Yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing. Yeah, I understand, Kayla. I understand. But it also is just a general thing with shiny hunters. If someone is shiny hunting something, they generally would not be the most receptive to just receiving it via trade. Because it is a matter of pride to do the shiny hunt. And with that, the day has come. Which unfortunately means 30 more minutes. Alright, start your clocks. 30 more minutes until the nighttime returns. Which means 30 more minutes until we can actually hunt the thing again. There we go. Shuppet goes there. Shuppet goes there. Hey, we can release the stuff. So that means we are now back to the raids. We are now back to our Tera raids. So, if you guys did and go and got your raids, please feel free to leave a link code. Those also, I gotta tick this up to 16. If I want an Altaria in Violet, I'll definitely get myself an Altaria in Violet. Yep. Yeah. Honestly, I do like how much quicker they did make it to get shinies. Because it isn't easier to get shinies in this game if you're not using Herba Mystica. If you're just going around and encountering Pokemon, the odds are the same as they've always been. It's just now the game doesn't waste your time by going through like a 30-minute long animation for every single thing. Independent chicken, don't need nobody. Exactly. Yeah, we can do Tera together. The thing is, though, we are doing level
It's only easy. Exactly. The only thing that makes shiny hunting easier, Andreas, is being lucky. That is all it is. You are exactly right there, Andreas. Oh yeah, we can do the Greedent. Alright, you said it's a fighting type Greedent, right? You said the Greedent is a fighting type, correct? Alright, nice. Didn't expect to get Quackling 11 eggs. You freaking got that so... Oh, it's a ghost. That should be easy. That's easy. That should be easy. I can do that. I'll be happy to do that. Taurus level 5 and Pincurchin Grand Horse. Ooh. Interesting. The Pincurchin's gonna be hard, though. The Pincurchin would be hard. There's not really a lot of good grass types. And Pincurchin is just an annoying Pokemon to deal with. But yeah, we can do the Greedent. We can do the Greedent. Ghost Greedent. Yeah, I was like, Iron Hands are one of the best things to bring for these things. I love it. It's just so powerful. Yeah, level 6 raids are not worth doing, gamer. Level 6 raids are not worth doing. Their rewards are barely better than level 5s, and the increase in those rewards is so tiny, it just isn't worth it. Yeah, there's almost no reason to do level 6 raids. Depending on what it is, some of them are more manageable than others. But yeah, in general, it's just not really worth it doing level 6. If it's a Blissey, then like, yeah, that's easy. If it's a Blissey, that's easy. That's doable. Or like, yeah, Blissey or Ditto. Those are very easy to do. Normal Jolteon. There is no code in the chat, Caleb. There's no code that's popping up. It must be getting auto mod blocked. The Jolteon might be easy to do. Nope, Sage, he did. He did. The auto mod might have just blocked it. That happens a lot when it comes to link codes. Yeah, that just happens when link codes go in sometimes, where it just does not send them through. It is an unfortunate thing. Okay. We'll do the Jolteon one, Omar. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard, because just bring Iron Hands. Because Jolteon is very frail. Jolteon is a very frail Pokemon. H7 3 4 8 no. Yeah, certain ones are worth doing. Like certain ones like glass cannons like Jolteon are actually very worth doing. Like if you can use an Iron Hands and Iron Hands can set up fairly easily, it's gonna be easy. It's fairly easy. But, you know, if you're doing something like, say, Dondozo, or, you know, if it's like a Dondozo, or it's like a King Gambit, or something like that, like, it's not gonna be easy. I wish you could do 5 stars more often, but mostly just do 6 patches. You can. I'm pretty sure you can get ability patches from level 5 raids. I'm pretty sure you can get ability patches from these. It's just they're quite rare. I mean, they're also probably gonna add in another way
I mean, in the DLC, they're likely to add in more ways of getting ability patches. Thank you, Semi, for activating that. Thank you, Semi, for activating the Misty Terrain. That is very useful. I love how it looks like a Tera Blast normal just healed me. I love that. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, gamer. Thank you. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Oh, it didn't! It didn't kill me! And that is a knockout right there. That is a one-shot. One-shot City Boys. I love it. Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna add something to Dynamax Adventures for this, Caleb. Like, Dynamax Adventures was such a brilliant mechanic. Like, Dynamax Adventures is what allowed Sword and Shield to outlive BDSP. It's what allowed it to outlive Legends. And it's even what still gets people to go back and play it, despite Scarlet and Violet being out. Like, the fact that you can do shiny hunting and fighting legendaries with your friends, and just play with your friends in something like that, is such a new system. And it prolonged those games' lifespans so much beyond what they normally ever would have been. They would be a fool to not add that back in, especially since they've already added in, you know, Tera raids. Likely, they're going to be including that system. I doubt they will do Dynamax Adventures again. Because Game Freak mentioned something different. I mean, I think when they said they might try something different, they mean, like, Terastall at Max Adventures. Like, they probably do, like, a Terastall raids. Basically, a Terastall version of Dynamax Adventures. But if they do have something different, I would be surprised by that. Because Dynamax Adventures was such a massive hit. You know, like, the impact that Dynamax Adventures had for the sales and the reception of Sword and Shield cannot be overstated. You know, it was a massive boost. I mean, as am I, gamer, as am I. That is what Masuda hatching eggs is indeed. Oh, great, ready. Yes, we can do the Greedent. We can do the Greedent. Yeah, Greedent should be relatively easy. The Greedent should be a relatively easy fight. As a Mistress of Those Raid, Pokemon come in. Yeah, I had a feeling that there was going to be something else after Cinderace ends. I have a suspicion. I mean, I have a suspicion I know what it's going to be, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Delphox. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to do Delphox, because we already know when the DLC comes, Greninja is going to get its own special event raid. No, the code got blocked again. The code must have gotten blocked again. Yeah, the auto mod does that a lot of the time. It's annoying, and it happens with link codes. I do it in, like, 2 different messages, like, boost 3 letters of one and then 3 letters in the next one. Existence is indeed pain, Caleb. Existence is indeed pain. Yeah, it's a shame. that YouTube's chat... I mean, I get why that YouTube... Nope, it did not work. Yeah, I thought just do it in 3 ones. Just do it in, like, 2 separate lines. I mean, there's a reason why it blocks it. The reason why is it just sees them as, like, generic letterings. So it probably doesn't... It probably thinks that it's spam, and that's probably why it blocks it. Because it's not a coherent phrase. You know, it's not an actual word. Which is probably why YouTube's algorithm auto-blocks it. Because it's just nonsense to the YouTube algorithm, so it likely blocks it just out of that reason. Problem is, we actually need that nonsense. Go King Gambit. I decided to play Let's Go Eevee for now because I remember the game because Eevee's getting it. I was never the biggest Eevee person myself, Drake Dragon. I was never the biggest Eevee person, personally at least. I don't know, it's weird. It's like, there is a long string of Pokemon that a lot of people really, really love, and are like super, super popular, and I've never really ever felt anything particular for them, which is weird. Despite the fact that I can understand why it is people like them. It's strange. Hey down. Annihilape. Yes. This is why I like King Gambity Face. This is why I like Gambity Face. Is it just bodies most things. It just bodies most things. Honestly, what is it? Skeletor's probably would have been the best pick for it. Skeletor honestly would have probably been the best pick for it. Rawr. Mungo rawr. Exactly. Like, see, thank you, Drake. Like that is how people should be. They should be respectful about things. It's a shame that in these days you can't say don't like this Pokemon or not, and everything just goes into a massive flame war then. Yeah. Yeah. Something like it. It's an unfortunate thing, but I mean, it's just how things are. I'll figure something. Thank you, Zemi Zirko. Yeah, we can do it off screen, Caleb. We'll do it off stream. We'll do it off stream. Yep, that'll be better, Caleb. I'll do it in the Discord.
That's the good thing. Because I can tell if someone is going to be... So I can see the join log in the Discord. So if Genius joins into the Discord and joins in the raid, I can tell, okay, let's do this. Block. Because the stream's on a delay of about 10 seconds. So only people in the Discord would ever be able to see it. Hey, gamer. Because I can tell if Genius joins into the Discord. So I can see a join log. There's just a raid chat. There's just the raid chat. Hey, Red Ninja, how you doing? Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. There we go. I see it. There's my Skeletor. Honestly, I just used Torch Song. There we go. Exactly, see? Because Genius knew if he joined into the raid in here, then okay, I would know exactly who they are in the Discord and be able to block them instantly. You've outsmarted them. Basically, we had someone who was basically spamming, and we outsmarted them. We found a way to beat them. Exactly. You know, it's just a shame that there are people who are that sad, who think that the only way to have fun is to waste their own time. Because, like, don't you think you would be able to amuse yourself far more by going out and doing something, I don't know, more, interesting and amusing than just going around and intentionally losing and wasting time? Like, because if all you're doing is wasting time to mess up things for other people, then all you're doing is you're wasting your own life. If every second that you spend trying to waste someone else's time is like just shooting poison into your own arm, you're just wasting your own lifetime. So it's like, what? Okay, if you want to go do that, okay. Waste your own time. But people like this rarely ever think sensibly, so there's... trying to reason with them is completely impossible because they, by definition, lack reasoning. Like, you know, it's like trying to figure out the inner workings of a crazy person's mind. There's no inner workings there. There is just nothing to make sense of. There's Herba Mystica. Ooh. Yeah, we are also doing raids for Herba Mystica sandwiches, Red Ninja. Exclamation point Discord will link you to the Discord. And if you find any, like, if we're happy to help with level 5 raids. We're always happy to help with level 5 raids. Exactly. So that's...
That exactly is. It does not make sense. Yes. Yep. There is the Discord. But yeah, we're always happy to help with Tera raids because I need Herba Mystica myself, and I always like to help people get their. Brayden, what level is your Grimmsnarl? What level is the Grimmsnarl? Because it may be a bit too low leveled to be able to be here, because these things are level 75. Yeah. But yeah, what level is the Grimmsnarl, Brayden? Because if it is low leveled, that would make sense for why it is getting knocked out relatively easily. Well, the Meowscarada isn't getting knocked out. The Meowscarada is surviving. So it's... Yeah, you may want to level up the Meowscarada. You may want to level that up a little. But yeah, my recommendation for if you are having trouble with Tera raids, best thing to do is do the level 3 and level 4 raids, and then use those to level up your stuff. Yeah. Yeah, you both them, Sage. We might be able to do this. See, we broke the shield. Shield is broken. See, shield is broken. We got this. We got this. We got this fine. Never underestimate the power of Skeletors. Never underestimate the power of Skeletors. Never underestimate the Skeletors. I'll put him in level 3 really good. Yeah. Okay, why did it beat us? We had time left on the clock. We still had a sizable amount of things on the clock. But yeah, it might be best just to level up. Might be best to level up stuff in the meantime, and then we try again. Skeletorge is amazing. Like, Skeletorge is on the list of, like, the 4 to 5 best raid options. It's so good. Yeah, level up then rematch. Exactly. Level up then rematch. But yeah, like, Skeletorge is just so good. The fact that it has a move that automatically boosts its special attack, and then it can just go into just high-powered special attacks is great. I love it. It's so good. Little bunny. Yeah, let's go, bunny. Alright. Alright, we will pop into the thing after this raid. You can post the link code to the raid in the raid stream. In the raid chat stream. Raid chat channel. Not raid chat stream, right. But yeah, I am not sure how long tonight's stream is going to be. I'm not sure how long it's going to end up being. But I certainly think we'll probably go until another round of the things for that. There we go. There we go. But yeah, like honestly, like what I like to do with Skeletors when it comes to Tera raids is I will set up a torch song as my first moves. You may have done all of your raids then. Yeah, you did all of your raids, Sage.
I recommend probably joining online raids then. And thank you very much, Red Ninja, for that subscribe. That means a great deal. Third time is the charm, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing raids. I want to try and do another round of the Shuppet outbreak. I want to try and do another round of the Shuppet outbreaks. So that's gonna be the plan for this. Here we go. There's Rumamil. There's a Rumamil. There's a Rumamil. But you great though. Mine has been around. If we can get an early special defense drop, if we can get an early special defense drop on this thing with Shadow Ball, I think we'll be right as rain. Like, if we can get a very early one. Ooh, I'd be up for that. I'd be up for the 5-star Arboliva. I'd be up for that. Yeah, it's unfortunate, though, that it did purge away the stat boost. But no. We're still fine. We're fine. Set up Torch Song. It's better to go for one turn of setup and then go for damage. It's a shame that it is still lowering our stats, but it can't really do much to us. Let him stop. Okay. Yeah, that's the only real issue is that I guess like possibly Clear Smog on something. If we need to go for another one, I guess Clear Smog on something would be good. But other than that, probably. If that happens, I can just bring a one of the evolved forms of Karkadet to do that. But also, if you guys can terastalize, because even if you use even if you terastalize and you don't use a move that is of the Tera type you use, it still does more damage against the shield. It still does more damage against the shield. So it is always best to terastalize. Because yeah, you do, when you are doing damage with when you are doing damage against the shield, you do 20% of your normal damage when you're not terastalized. But when you are terastalized and you're not using the same type, it's 35% of your damage normally. When you're terastalized and using the same type of move, it's 75%. So it is more than enough. Which means here we should be sufficient enough to knock it out. Yeah, we should be able to knock it out clean this turn. But yeah, the annoying thing is that it keeps on to stack up its defenses. Oh. If we land like a nice, clean, solid crit or something like that, we should be fine. Or we just, spam our moves on it. We're fine. We beat this thing. It's gone. And with that, it goes down. And that is a delightful win. GG. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have to go soon. We'll do the Arboliva next, Sage. We will do the Arboliva next. After the Arboliva, we'll do the Gyarados, Darth Revan. Also, absolutely nice name. Wonderful name. Star Wars fan. Love it. Yeah, we'll do the Arboliva, then the Gyarados, and then we'll do the Rock Tauros. Again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Marina would not be as good for it. Iron Hands would be better. For the Arboliva, I wouldn't mind. Arboliva is relatively easy.
Evolve is relatively easy. Just troll Justin again. Tis a good day indeed. Yeah. Don't worry, I have a plan for that. I have a plan. But yeah, Revan, I'd be able to help you with the Gyarados one. Thank you very much, Revan. I have wanted to play Knights of the Old Republic. I just have not found a way to play it. I know it's getting released on the Switch, though, so that might be my chance to actually play it. So that'll be fun. I look forward to playing it. There are so many Star Wars games that I would love to play. I'd love to play Force Unleashed. Definitely want to play that at some point. Alright, have a good day, Caleb. Have a good day. Like, the Star Wars games, absolutely legendary. They were great. Haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, but might buy it. Yeah. Wait, why did it not pick up my Iron Hands? I clicked Iron Hands. There we go. It's like, I just really love the idea of the Force Unleashed. Well, the Volcarona would actually still be pretty good against this thing because Arbolova doesn't have any flying moves. Remember, the bigger problem when it comes to Tera raids is the base typing and base moves of the Pokemon. Because I believe only level 6 raids have Tera Blast. Yeah, I think I've only ever seen level 6 raids have Tera Blast. And there is nothing that Arbolova has that Volcarona is afraid of. But Volcarona is not really a good play against it because this thing has absolutely massive special defense. It's better to target its lower physical defense with Iron Hands. Finish 1 and 2 of the blooders. I've heard good things about the Force Unleashed. Like, I would love to play those at some point. Yeah, it's a shame that Arbolova will not be affected by the electric terrain. To get an electric raid with grass, ice, or water. Not exactly, Sage. Not exactly. There is still problems with that. Yeah, I think that it's only level 6 raids that have Tera Blast. I think it might, because I've only ever seen level 6 raids have Tera Blast. But why do I not have Shell Bell on this thing? Did I take my Shell Bell off this thing? Did I take Shell Bell off this thing? I'm pretty sure Eevee can learn... I mean, well, those are event Pokemon. Event ones have different movesets. Event Pokemon have different movesets. Did I not put Shell Bell on this thing? I could have sworn that I had Shell Bell still on this thing. I guess I'll need to just go, like, recheck my stuff, and if it doesn't have it on, just put it back on there, because I need the healing from it. Thank you. Because, yeah, that is what sustains Iron Hands when it comes to the Tera raids. It's doing so much damage as is that healing off of, from Shell Bell basically just sustains it. Oh, I'm destroying to the destroy. Exactly. Look, that's the thing about grass types in Sun. Yeah, I don't have Shell Bell on this thing. Because if they stack up growth, they just get absolutely monstrous. Yeah. Also, other Iron Hands don't use close combat. It's not very effective, and it just drops your defense. You need to give it Thunder Punch. Okay,
I'll say that one was on me, because I just forgot to give this thing the Shell Bell again. I'll say this was on me. Yeah, we'll have another go with our bowl. I'll say that was on me, because I just didn't have Shell Bell equipped. I've seen a lot of Iron Hands competitively with Series 2 actually running Assault Vest. It's funny. It's just deliciously ironic seeing Iron Hands running AV. Because it's always running, Pokemon. I need to give this to Iron Hands. There we go. I see what's wrong with the type. We need to do the... We need to go another go with the Arbolova. Alright, I'm ready to go with the Arbolova. Yeah, once we beat the Arbolova, then we will do the Gyarados one. This should be quite easy. Yeah, flying is you might be thinking of Arbolova's base typing. Normally, Arbolova is weak to fighting. Yeah, Arbolova normally is normal grass, so close combat would absolutely obliterate it. But this is a Tera flying, so it is resistant to fighting. Yeah, it's kind of funny that, yeah, flying just flips Arbolova's weaknesses, because normally it's resistant to electric but weak to fighting. Now it is weak to electric but resistant to fighting. I love that. I love, like, the reversal of that. Okay, now let's go over to the hands. Yeah, because had I had Shell Bell equipped, I would have been able to heal and not get knocked out. And then I wouldn't have needed to reset my belly drum. And then I wouldn't have gotten knocked out the second time. It's alright, Darth. Yeah, the raid delay is a little bit not helpful. The raid delay is definitely problematic at times. My least favorite thing about this is the stream delay. But it makes sense why you can't have the stream be, like, actual up to speed with everything. Because then there would be quality problems. Yep, flying and grass are both weak to ice. Oh, you might have had the countdown up. You might have had the countdown up, which is why it started. Alright, but see, so it's gonna activate. Wow, this thing is freaking already going off for the crazy thing boosts. Rock type, grass type, different play. I mean, Garganacl should be pretty okay. Garganacl should be fine. Because, like, the main issue was really predominantly to do with the getting knocked out. Okay, shield is up. Can someone do the healing thing on me? Because I am... Wait. Did my attack not even go through? Did my attack not even go through? I didn't even get to attack. I just straight up did not get to attack. Okay, good. Arbolova was paralyzed. Okay. That's stupid. I didn't even get to attack and it nullified my stat changes. That is such BS. That is BS. It didn't even give me the first Thunder Punch. Okay, we should be okay.
Arbolova is indeed a cheating coward. Arbolova... Someone needs to do the healing, thank you. Arbolova is indeed a cheating coward. Arbolova is indeed a very cheating coward. But thankfully, Thunder Punch does a lot of damage, and that thing is healing. So yeah, that's all I need, is I just needed a one good clean hit on it. And now we're fine. And now we're fine. A little bit of heals. A little bit of heals. Kill Chatter. Arbolova can't move because it's paralyzed, because Thunder Punch is just that much of a hero. And now, you're gone. And with that, Arbolova, one could say its branches were just clipped. But yeah, it's like, I love how it's just not even working right. Game. 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 There we go. That is going into a new video I'm working on. That was weird. That was very weird. Nice, we beat it. Nice, beating that Gyarados. Do the Gyarados have Moxie? Because, like, Moxie Gyarados raids are an absolute nightmare to deal with. But good on you, Darth Revan, for beating that Gyarados raid solo. Gyarados raids honestly give me nightmares. Most of the time, I just don't even do them. Because I just do not want to get steamrolled by my Moxie. But yeah, we're actually going to go look for some of our other raids. So if we got other ones, we'll be able to do them. Oh, right, our Squirtle Bunny egg is hatching. 421 eggs. I wonder if Worry Seed would be useful for certain raids. Not sure. Yeah, oh, yeah, now we have the Tauros from Alexander. Now we have the Tauros raid from Alexander. Alrighty. What is the links for the Tauros? I'm not sure what battles the Worry Seed would be helpful for. Because, like, there are certain ones that I think could be helpful in, but it'd be, like, relatively niche. Because, like, the real useful ability... Alright, Rocco, okay, thank you. Because, like, the main ability I've seen people doing with forcing onto Tera Pokemon is forcing them to have weak armor. So that way, every time you hit it, it drops its defense. And it was... I don't remember who it was that I remember hearing that from. I think it might have been Echo that mentioned that to me. But yeah, it was like you skill swap weak armor onto Tera raid bosses, and you use that to absolutely joke the hell out of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Okay. Thank you very much for coming in, Sage. Let's see, skill swap. So things that get skill swap in Scarlet and Violet. Alright. Yeah, things that get skill swap and things that get weak armor, I'm pretty sure there's only only two Pokemon that actually get it. Oh, Poltegeist gets it. Okay. So Poltegeist. Really? Poltegeist is the only one that learns it. Really?
So Roulette and Armor Rouge do not learn Skill Swap? Alright, I'll be up for the Gyarados. I'd be up for the Gyarados. Really? Okay, so I guess the play is you use... That's so brilliant. It's so smart that you use Skill Swap Weak Armor to force on to anything. I love it. Thank you for restoring my health, Tauros. Thank you for restoring my health. Actually, fun fact about Tauros. I believe it is back in Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. If you bring a Tauros to the Game Freak building in Alola, one of the characters will comment how back in Gen 1 Tauros used to be one of the most powerful Pokemon. Alright, Does we'll be happy to do the battle with the stuff. Welcome back, Ash. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm kind of sad you didn't type in just back, Ash, because we actually have a command that is like whenever people type in back, it just says a thing. Just test out. Just type in back, Ash. Just to show what it is. But all right, I am ready to see the code for this one, Darth Revan. It is an exclamation mark back. It's just back. I see you're playing Splatoon 3, Ash. We'll do the Ditto F. I thought you said you had to go after this. I thought you said that you had to leave, Sage. But yeah, Ditto would definitely be a very easy. It said on my screen, you can't see it, but it said Ash is playing Splatoon 3. It is saying Ash is playing Splatoon 3. Also, Revan, just for future reference, these Gyarados raids, the ones that have the gold background, these cannot drop Herba Mystica. Wait, do I know someone else that's named Ash? Wait, is there someone else that I know that's named Ash on Switch? Really? Interesting. But this is not my max. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, the raids with a gold background, they cannot drop Herba Mystica. So if you're looking for Herba Mystica, these do not drop them, but these are very good for experience candies. It is time for Goldie Boy, though. Ash doesn't want their secrets to be spilled. Exactly, Sage. Ash with the secrets. I mean, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised by the number of people that actually come up with like the same names for Switch things. You'd be surprised. It's fine, Darth. Yeah, it's just if you're looking for Herba Mystica, these will not give them. These are basically just for Tera Shards and Experience Candies, which honestly, Experience Candies are pretty good. It is definitely good to get the Experience Candies. Hadron Engine. Thank you very much, Drake Dragon. Thank you very much. See, you using Intimidate on me doesn't matter, Gyarados. Because, yeah, here's the fun thing about Belly Drum. See, most people think that Belly Drum just gives you +6 for your attack stat. In reality, the way that Belly Drum works
is it automatically forces your attack to the maximum. So you can be at -6 for your attack stat. You could be debuffed to -6 for your attack stat. And it will max out your attack stat. Exactly, it is actually a +12. And also, that is what we like to see for a Gyarados getting absolutely one-shot. Not exactly absolutely one-shot, but like mostly 99% one-shot by Iron Hands. And this is why we enjoy Iron Hands. Casual Iron Hands enjoyer. It's just death. Thank you for setting up the rain, Gyarados. It made thunder so much easier to hit you with. And this is why Iron Hands is the absolute MVP. And this is why Iron Hands is the MVP. Yeah, they give tomato berries. Like, they give a good amount of candies, and they give a good amount of, like, other materials. So, like, these are very useful if you want to level your stuff up. The 1 HP little survive, exactly. Yeah, we can do the Ditto. We can do the Ditto. Our Bulba is indeed still a cheating coward. Our Bulba is indeed a cheating coward. Oh, it's nighttime in game again. That means another round of the Shuppet hunt. That's another round of the Shuppet hunt. So once this Ditto raid wraps up, we'll be able to do that. Also, Sage, for the Ditto raid, bring a level 1 Pokemon. Because the Ditto will transform into you. Because, yeah, whenever you're in a Ditto raid, Ditto will transform into the raid leader. And Ditto's transform in general, works by it copies the exact stats of the Pokemon it's turning into. So, if you have a level, say, 75 Ditto, and it transforms into, say, a level 1 Magikarp, it will have the Ditto's HP, you know, whatever the HP for a Ditto at level 75 is, but every single other stat will be that of the level 1 Magikarp. So which means you can just punch it with like anything and it just dies instantly. I love it. It is so fun. Well, that actually does work. Ditto will transform into another Ditto. However, a Ditto cannot transform into a transformed Ditto. It says no communication partner found. Are you sure that you typed it in right, Sage? Yeah, it gave me a communication error beforehand, and then it just... nothing. But then again, this thing's online communications are not exactly reliable. Let's try it again. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, Ditto is a fun Pokemon. Like, Ditto is one of those Pokemon. Ditto is one of those Pokemon that... there we go, it worked. Like, Ditto is one of those Pokemon that you actually see a lot in a high-level competitive when it comes time for, like, the restricted legendaries to come in. Because it does... like, Ditto had an effing field day. Like, Ditto had a field day in Sword and Shield when it came to Dynamaxing. And it came to, like, Zacian. Because
The way that Ditto transforming into Zacian works is it transforms into the Zacian, it copies the Zacian's +1 to its attack, and then it activates Intrepid Sword. So it's a +2 Zacian that can be choice scarfed. And it's just like a +2 choice scarf Zacian. That is the definition of nightmares. That is the definition of what nightmares are made of. I mean, then you also have like things like Shedinja being actually very good in Generation. Well, I mean, Shedinja is generally quite good when it comes to restricted legendary formats, just because it has a way of bodying most of them. Alright, thank you very much, Sage. We are going to be switching back to, for about a half hour, our Shuppet shiny hunt. But yeah, I mean, like, Shedinja just generally has, like, a field day when it comes to restricted legendary formats, because amusing as it is, Shedinja cannot survive in metagames where regular Pokemon are present. Because so many Pokemon that are just naturally good in, like, a doubles format, as well just in battles in general, are very easily able to absolutely destroy it. You know, like Tyranitar, fire, like any fire type. There's so many things that can absolutely just destroy Shedinja very easily in regular metagames. But all of that really starts to break down when you get into the formats with like Groudon, Kyogre, and Groudon, Kyogre and stuff are allowed in, and you basically get a Shedinja that can switch in and just joke so many of these high-powered legendaries. Like, the great example was it was a couple of months ago, back when they were doing Sword and Shield Worlds. There was a Shedinja that joked Ice Rider Calyrex, because it was a Shedinja that was holding, safety goggles, so it completely avoided the hail set by Max Hailstorm from the Ice Rider Calyrex. And Ice Rider Calyrex had no moves that were able to hit the Shedinja. So, the Shedinja would just sweep, because they literally could not touch it. And it's just absolutely hilarious that, yeah, Shedinja can do that. But it can't do that in, like, against regular Pokemon. Because so many regular Pokemon that are good just absolutely eat it for breakfast. Shedinja Subtweet who returned. Shedinja is gone. Not really. The thing is, Shedinja can't use Substitute. It just simply cannot use Substitute. And baton passing into that would just take far too long. Yeah, but baton passing a Shedinja like that would not be viable in doubles, because it's quite obvious. The other part is that Mold Breaker bypasses Wonder Guard, Sand bypasses anything Shedinja has, and there's also just a number of specific moves that can bypass a lot of Shedinjas. Yeah, Silazar is something that could do it, but also like Prankster Taunt would completely shut that down. Yeah, there's a number of ways that the setup of Tera Electric Wonder Guard Air Balloon just simply wouldn't work, because the setup is very complicated, as well as there are even just intrinsic mechanisms that can bypass them. Which is why I just find it hilarious that, yeah, no, Shedinja is nowhere near this big issue. Because even if Shedinja was in the game, well, everyone would just start running Tyranitar then. And if Shedinja wanted to run, say, safety goggles in order to bypass the sand problem, well, then it can't run Air Balloon, which means Earthquake would destroy it. I think he means like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 raid. But yeah, it's... this is part of the issue that really runs into Shedinja. At least in terms of, like, understanding and, like, mentally internalizing a lot of, like, the things that Shedinja can do. Shedinja has built up this almost, like, mythical meme status of being invincible. But... and I mean, a large portion of that is, you know, as time's gone on, like, memes and, like, high-level players have kind of perpetuated that. But in reality, there's a reason why you don't really see Shedinja in high-level play all that often. You will see, like, a gimmick play of Shedinja every so often, but it's one person bringing a Shedinja. And the reason for that is that despite all the good qualities Shedinja brings, there are a lot of major glaring flaws in its move kit that hold it back. But a lot of those are flaws that, you know, I don't want to sound elitist when I'm saying this, but like there's a lot of things like to the casual observer may not necessarily stick out as, oh, that's a way of beating Shedinja. You know, like one of them is Sand, or status moves like Will-O-Wisp, Toxic. There's other forms of residual damage. And, you know, even if Shedinja was in the game, people would deliberately start bringing things like Sandstorm just to counter it. You know, people would tack on Sandstorm to things just as a way of removing Shedinja if it was theoretically in the game. Because then if Shedinja wanted to avoid that, it would need to go either Tera into a typing immune to Sand, or it would need to go Safety Goggles. In either case, that's not good for it, because Shedinja would then be putting itself at substantial risk for other weaknesses just being targeted. If it's immune to the Sand, well, then it's targeted by ground, fighting, water, grass, or just any number of other typings, and then it can't run, and then it would run Sash, but there's other weaknesses that can be exploited against it. If it wants to go for, say, the air balloon, well, that means that Sand destroys it. If it wants to go Lum to protect against status conditions, then it won't be able to run Goggles, it won't be able to run Sash, it won't be able to run Air Balloon. And that's one of the things about Shedinja that I think a lot of people might miss, is that there are a large number of counter mechanisms, but a lot of them aren't, like, first glance, like, oh, that's how you beat it. Because a lot of us do tend to just punch things in the face. Like, I'll be honest, that's the way I play. I play a lot of competitive, and really, the way I play just boils down to punch thing really damn hard and win. Most of my strategies just go around into punching things harder and harder. And so a lot of strategies like, oh, well, you can use like Will-O-Wisp or Sand to just get rid of Shedinja. They don't really jump out to people at first because a lot of us wouldn't really think of something like that very quickly. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Jimmy Johns? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I'm hoping we can get the Shuppet. Because I am keeping, I think I mentioned this before, but I am keeping a running list of every Pokemon that is a weather-dependent spawn. Not weather, but daytime-dependent spawn. And Shuppet is one of the few remaining ones I still need to get. Gastly is like kind of one of them. We already got Misdreavus, which is good. But I would prefer to get this one knocked out. Because I wouldn't want to have to Masuda method this one. I would prefer to Masuda method stuff that I think is more important, like the Square Bunny. Yeah, we're doing both raids as well as we are doing shiny hunting of Shuppet. Because Shuppet only appears during the night,
I'm using the in-game nighttime to hunt Shuppet, while during the day in-game, we are doing Tera raids. Sort of like, maximizing our time as best possible we can. Yeah. Because we are going for a living shiny dex. We are going for a living Pokedex of shinies. Yeah, in the meantime, Darth Revan is hosting some of his raids. So if you do want to have to do some raids, they are always up for doing them. Also, exclamation point Discord will bring up the link to our Discord server. There is a raid chat within the server where you can post and share link codes. So that way, like off stream, you guys can like help coordinate raids with one another. Cause yeah, like raids are a good thing to have. Does someone have an iron hand they give me? I have a couple of spares, Alexander. I can give you a spare one. I have a bunch of spares. I actually deliberately went out on my way to go and collect a whole bunch of extra iron hands. Well, I mean not just iron hands. A whole bunch of like the violet paradoxes for people who need them. And it just seems like people don't really need them as much because everyone's already got them. But I do have like a mostly-ish box full of spares, so I'll be able to get you one of those. I should be able to get you one of those. We are done with the picnicking. You just need to shoot me a DM. You just need to like shoot me a DM to remind me when to go do that. Nice! What were the 3 shinies, Jimmy? What were the 3 shinies? Because so far we've only found 1 shiny Shuppet. And I would like to get more of them. I mean, even if we don't get the Shuppet today, there will be other days. And I will be able to just hunt on other days. It's easier with the outbreak. But not vital. Fortress, with Fortress Whatbat, a Noibat, and Gibble. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's always satisfying to find shinies. It is always exceptionally satisfying to find shinies. Yeah, stupid auto wrong. We call it auto wrong here because it always corrects things into being wrong. So it is auto wrong. What about when home comes with Cozy Low and write you in muck? Yeah. Yeah, home compatibility is coming in about 2 months. I don't remember when it was they said it, but they made an announcement that was home compatibility will come in early spring. Will come in spring of 2023, and based on when it was they gave home compatibility to Sword and Shield, likely. That means it's going to be in, like, mid-ish March. Because that was when they added home compatibility to Sword and Shield when Sword and Shield was first released. Which I think is a good time for it to be there. Shiny Iron Thorns is amazing. I love it. I love all the shiny Violet Paradoxes. So I love my Steel types. And I love the Chrome. I love the fact they all look so chrome. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. Yeah, we actually have a shiny Satotl. That is in our living shiny decks. We still need to shiny hunt for Titan. We still need to get another one for the shiny Titan. Yeah, that one, hunting for the ice types is going to be a nightmare. Because there's just so many ice types. Chrome. Exactly, Fyro McNoski. Exactly. Chrome. Is very chrome. Alright, let's get searching. Let's get searching. Come on. Come on and sparkle. Give me a sparkle. Picnic. Can you attack with Iron Hands in this raid? Why is it just that you keep getting knocked out, so you have to keep resetting the belly drum? Yeah, like Iron Hands, I mean, random belly drum users in general have that. Generally, if you're fighting like a special attacker, I would say do not use Iron Hands, because Iron Hands has like a negative special defense, and it can get pretty easily taken out. Which is why it's amusing when I see, in VGC, I see, Assault Vest Iron Hands. Because, I mean, I ran an Assault Vest, Duraludon for much the same reason. All of it just has naturally low special defense. Keeps pressing the menu. Ah. Herba Mystica. Yep. Yeah, Herba Mystica is fantastic. I love it. It's like, I like that they made Herba Mystica. Because if you really look at the numbers, Herba Mystica is essentially a replacement for the Shiny Charm. That it's Herba Mystica and, like, I mean, well, Sparkle Power Sandwiches really exist more for people who not necessarily can't get the Shiny Charm, but maybe just don't have the motivation to go get the Shiny Charm because it's just a lot of grinding, to be able to more easily Shiny Hunt. So it just opens up Shiny Hunting accessibility to people, which I think is just a universally good thing. You actually needed this Pokemon from Pokedex because they don't have rounds like now. Yeah, honestly, that's how I actually filled out a number of Pokemon for my Dex entries. Alexander, was I just did Tera raids for them. You know, just like looking for the raids in the raid feed. You know, waiting for, say, a version exclusive to pop in. Just, okay, I'm doing that one. Because it's just a much better. It's a much better system. Again, like, exactly the same thing with that. Is not everyone can, like, fill the Pokedex out easily. Because not everyone has, you know, Discord has, you know, ways of mass coordinating with people. So, adding in Sparkle Power allows people to, who they want to Shiny Hunt, they can Shiny Hunt without needing to jump through, you know, 10 billion hoops or grind forever. Because, like, you can find raid dens in this game that are for Slowking, that are for Gengar, that are for Ceruledge or Armarouge. Both of them are in both games for Tera raids. Palafin, which you need a Union Circle for normally. And you can find them all these ways. But if you don't have people to play with, you can still get them. I mean, you can't get some of the version exclusive, like, of course, you can't get, like, Oranguru in this game, because this game's exclusive is Psimian. But it still allows you to get some of the trade things. Yeah, I finished my decks in about, maybe a week and a half.
and a large portion of why it took me about a week and a half to do was privately I was playing my Violet file, and for streams I was playing the Scarlet file. So I was basically playing 2 games, and I couldn't like hard focus on finishing one over the other because I had to like play both of them. And I mean, if I like hard focused one, I probably would have knocked out in like maybe 3-4 days. But because like I streamed, I had to like pace myself more. Do we evolve Palafin from my second switch? Lucky me. Yeah, I hate Palafin's evolution method. Like, I think this game might have some of... This game definitely has my least favorite evolution methods added in it. I hate King Gambit's evolution method. I hate it. I love the idea. I just hate it. Because it's so annoying. Palafin, I just think Palafin's is stupid. I get why they did it, but I think Palafin's evolution method is just stupid. Because, like, the funny thing about Palafin's evolution method is, it's very clear. It is very clear that they intend for people to play these games quite heavily in union circles. Which is why Palafin's evolution method is the way Palafin's evolution method is. The problem is that union circles are just kind of buggy, and internet connections are not stable, and a whole laundry list of other problems, like people's schedules for playing not always syncing up perfectly. There's the shiny! As I am ranting about the games and the stuff that is not working, I get my next shiny! Just rant on Palafin and rant on Union Circles, and the shinies will appear. Rant on Palafin and the Union Circles, and the shinies will appear! There we go! And with that, we have the Shuppet family! They want to encourage people to use Union Circle, Palafin, they introduce a new mechanic, try to do other... Exactly, they always do that. They always add in a new evolution method. Exactly, like, my rants are the source of, like, you know, ranting about Lucario. I got shinies. I think I was ranting about something else when I found the first shiny. So it was like, yeah, just ranting brings me luck. And there we go. Let's go. And there we got it. So now, with that done, I can go look for, like, Sableye or something like that. I'm gonna look for Sableye or something. Because I don't want to waste the sandwich. There it is. Yeah, it's like right around here. Pretty sure it's the Sableye spawn. There we go. There we go. Bennett family is knocked out of our list of things we need to get now. I am fairly certain almost every single daytime dependent spawn, nighttime at least, is now eliminated. So now, let's go look for Sableye. Because I know I need to go find Sableye. And Sableye's shiny frickin' sticks out like a sore frickin' thumb. And we still got like 10 minutes left on the sandwich. And yeah, no, that is not a shiny Gengar. Gengar just looks very blue in this game. Gengar just looks very, very blue in this game. Okay, no, like, the lighting made it very hard to tell whether that one was shiny or not, but it was not shiny. There you go. Okay, so you can actually set up a picnic inside this cave. I love it.
Oh yeah, right. This is the place where you use that to find the shiny things. Right. Yeah, this is the place where you can set up the picnic and do that. Oh yeah, right. This is the thing. I'm so glad they made Shiny Koraidon look better than Zacian. Too bad it's gonna be wild for it. I mean, I think it'll only be like maybe a year or so. I don't think it'll be that long. Cause like I mean I think it's generally a bit good that they do shiny lock things. Cause you gotta remember, shiny locking things helps them catch people who hack. You know, it helps them catch people who hack and gen things in the game. So I'm generally a bit more okay with it. Come on, Sableye. Come on, Sableye. Sparkle for me, you stupid little gremlin. Yeah, like, I mean, for me, anything that helps reduce genning, anything that helps reduce hacking, anything that helps catch hackers and genners, I generally think is a little bit of a good thing. Because I am violently anti-hacking. I'm violently and aggressively anti-hacking. I mean, the DLC is likely going to give us a shiny hunting legendary source, but I don't think they're going to give us shiny legendaries in the DLC. Because every time that they release a new generation, they lock them for that gen, and they only distribute them as shinies via special events. Like, that's why, like, the Galarian shiny bird, those were given as battle competition events. Shiny Zacians, Zamzenta, Eternatus were all codes. Yeah, no other legendaries were in the game. Urshifu, Calyrex, and the horses who have not been released yet, because they just didn't do an event with them yet. But they pretty much do that with everything. I think it is bad because if you get traded a hack, then you don't know it's hacked. By tweet. I mean, yeah, that is true, but yeah, that is a thing. Because I was gonna say, well, most people should probably realize that, like, you know, it would be hacked. But then I remembered, yeah, most people who play Pokemon are not actually shiny hunters. Like, they're not people who are as deeply steeped within, like, the community of shiny hunting and the knowledge as we are. You know, a lot of us know about all those things, but a lot of people don't. But yeah, honestly, like, it's... I honestly avoid the Wonder Trade. I avoid the Surprise Trade like the plague, for that reason. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. We are just finishing a little bit. We have a little bit more time on our Ghost Sandwich we were using, because we were hunting for a shiny Shuppet, and we got the Shuppet. So we're actually just hunting for shiny Sableye right now, and hopefully we get it knocked out quick. But once it happens, we're gonna go back to doing our looks for Tera raids, because we are doing Tera raid searches for Herba Mystica. So if you have some Tera raids, level 5s, feel free to leave them in the chat so we can help do them. I just want my gremlin. Maybe long before they released the horse of shiny because they were not yet released. Yeah, a lot of shinies are not yet released for a lot of things. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that, well, when they add in a DLC for this game and they do, like, basically this game's equivalent of Dynamax Adventures, they'll have the horses inside of that, so you can shiny hunt it within that method, so... Because that's how you shiny hunt the Topos, is you shiny hunt them via Dynamax Adventures. So, likely this gen, they're gonna add in a way of being able to hunt them.
you know, with the DLC. Because, like, I said it earlier in the stream, and I think it does bear repeating, but it cannot be overstated the amount of work that Dynamax Adventures did in preserving Sword and Shield's retention by players. Like, if it weren't for Dynamax Adventures, Shield and Sword likely would have absolutely died for everyone that is not a competitive player. But because you can shiny hunt legendaries with battling with your friends, that instantly extended the lifespan of Sword and Shield's playability. And it did so much for that game. For just having player retention. And I love it. When are you gonna do that? We're gonna be doing the Ho-Oh hunt soon, actually, speaking of Dynamax Adventures. It's just that with Sword and Shield being released, with Scarlet and Violet being released, and mostly things like the algorithm heavily preferring Scarlet Violet content at the moment, it was best for the channel to do Scarlet Violet stuff right now. But we will be resuming the Ho-Oh Dynamax Adventure hunt. Mostly because I am annoyed at that spiteful bird and I want to get that shiny. But yeah, about, you know, a month or so, well, a little over a month and a half, about 2 months afterwards, I think that's when, okay, time has gone by and it's time for, like, to go back to the other stuff, like intermix our other shiny hunts back in. Because, yeah, it's been a month basically solid of just streaming Scarlet Violet. Because it's been what's, you know, has been getting views. Because that is what the algorithm prefers. And as we all know, just don't think too hard about what the algorithm shows you, and let YouTube decide what your stuff you watch for you. So yeah, it's like it's YouTube does its things. But yeah, we are gonna be doing the Dynamax Adventures with Ho-Oh again. Because I'll be honest, I do want to get back to doing that. It is very fun. Like, I enjoy Dynamax Adventures. You know, it is a very fun system. That's why I think that they are going to be including a version or a variant. Yeah, Ho-Oh is indeed my white whale. Ho-Oh is indeed my white whale. And also, I gotta go find my chapstick later tonight. I know I have like a chapstick somewhere on here I need to go find. Because, this is one of the things that when you go to little streamer school, they don't teach you. It's that all this talking dries your lips out very, 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 very quickly. And so, especially in winter, when it's very dry out, your lips get very chapped very, very quickly. And, I mean, you guys wouldn't know this, but a few times, like, pretty much after streams have ended, you know, my lips actually do just, like, split open because they have dried out. Yeah, I will do the Gudra raid once this sandwich runs out. The ice type Gudra raid. I will be down to do that after this is done. What's the commune? Yep. Ho-Oh's gonna get its revenge. Ho-Oh will inspire a great amount of revenge when we get to that. When we get back to Dynamax Adventures with Ho-Oh. Like, when we get to that bird again, that bird is getting stuffed in the oven and getting absolutely cooked for Thanksgiving. It shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes. It should maybe be like a few minutes. Probably less than 5. It's actually probably like way less than that. Yeah, not even a minute. Yeah, not even a minute is left on this sandwich. Yeah, so you can join. Yeah, pretty much provided I do not find the shiny on this, then I will be, when this thing runs out, we will be doing that. And where the freak is that chapstick tube? Where the heck did it go?
Again, I'd lose my own head if it wasn't screwed on at my neck. You know, which is why I'm glad that Dio isn't real, because he can literally detach your head and take over your body. And yes, that's a JoJo rep. Shiny Sableye! Oh my god, no way. Oh my god, there's no freaking way we actually got it. Literally right at the end of the sandwich. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Literally right at the end of the sandwich. We found the gremlin. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Yeah, like the JoJo rant. So again, my rants bring me shiny luck. There it is. My rants bring me shiny luck. I was ranting about my chapstick. And how I lose everything. We found the shiny. It has... filthy axe at reasonable prices. I love that. It's like... I love the judge. Also, someone please go grab Happy's link, please. How are you doing, Happy? How is the happiest of Ambies? How is the happiest of Ambi Palms? Get in the ball. Get in the ball. Sableye. Sableye. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so already. It's kind of fitting that I was actually talking about Dio right when Sableye appeared, because Zawaldo is actually gold. Get in the freaking ball, Sableye. I want to do this raid. I want to do this raid, Sableye. Get in the freaking ball. You're being annoying. That's fine. Yeah, we can do. It's fine. It's fine. There'll be other times. Get in the ball. Wow, really? Right as the thing fills up. Good day today, got a new tattoo, it's always a good day. Nice, Happy. Nice. Got another ghost added onto our list. We got that Sableye. Got that Sableye. It's not marked, though. I think this Sableye should be named General Kenobi. Because it's a bold one. And yeah, 3 shinies, 3 ghosts. Do you think Sableye ever deserved an episode? Not really. Like, Sableye with a Violite and its obnoxious disruption kit. I never want to see that. I do not want to see Sableye with a Violite in a disruption. Because Sableye already specs full into bulk and it's obnoxious to deal with. And even bulkier Sableye, I do not want to have those nightmares. I already have nightmares of a Violite Bisharp. I don't really name my shinies, Revan. Generally, if I name my shinies, it's because I use them on my competitive teams. And I generally name my competitive stuff, have a different sort of a naming scheme for that. I don't really name my stuff. But yeah, I am open to do raids now. I am open to do raids. Not really sure how much longer we got left on the stream, though, because it is getting fairly late here. But this was fun. This was fantastic. We had a fantastic day today. Who are we gonna raid? I can do the Blissey one. I can do the Blissey. Yeah, imagine Game Freak is gonna do it anyway. So future game they apply. I'm not so sure. Cause like, I'm not so sure. Cause this is one of the issues that you know, having Mega Evolutions exist kind of created for a lot of those Pokemon is, will they actually ever get, like, evolutions now? Because, like, those Mega Evolutions exist? Well, did exist? And there's always the potential that they may return. So it basically brings into a problem of, will they ever actually come back? And if they do, how will they sort of reconcile this happening? It's kind of one of those interesting things that Mega Evolution essentially created, that it's sort of this problem that probably is never going to be solved and never going to be fixed. Where's the name there? Fuecoco. Florida Man. That is amazing. Florida Man the Fuecoco. That is perfection right there. Your Paradox Pokemon for Salamence. Who has a Mega Evolution. But yeah, Paradox Pokemon are different altogether. Especially when Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon are specifically references to the Megas. Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant are specifically references to Mega Salamence and to both Mega Gallade and Mega Gardevoir. So it's they're kind of a different thing. Florida Man the Fuecoco. I love it. God, Florida Man the Fuecoco. I love it. It's just, I honestly think that, and this is going to be fighting words. I know this is going to be fighting words. But I honestly think, of all starters that have ever existed, Fuecoco probably has the best design. It rivals Rowlet in that it is just a good round boy. He is a good and round boy. And he is precious and happy. It's just like, I love them. They're great. It's like, I think that is one of the strongest designs for being cute, but also, like, there is potential to be an awesome, vicious monster in here. And I love it. I know those are fighting words. I know them's fighting words. Hans. It is time for Hans. But yeah, I'm thinking this may be towards the end of the stream. I'm talking about like for first stages, Drake. I'm talking about this like first stages. But yeah, I'm thinking that this may be the end of the stream because like it is 10:30 right now. And what a surprise. Yes, exactly, Alex. You understood the reference. And yes, I love this. I like your picture of your Iron Thorns more because yours is shiny. Yours is like, oh, not shiny, but like yours is in the sunlight. It's bright and silver. Mine's a lot darker. I like your picture is better. Your picture is better. And yes, Alex, you understood the reference. Alex. I really need to get back to watching the Runaway Guys. I need to get back to watching the Runaway Guys Dokapon Kingdom series, because that just I'm a big fan of the Runaway Guys. Little insight into the history and origins of Metamaxis Incorporated and the whole like stuff that goes on behind the scenes is, yeah, this is gonna be our final raid. Chugaconra was the inspiration for me in like really making the whole channel. And I'm just a big fan of the runaway guys, because you have the banter of Chugga and John. Just Chugga takes absolutely nothing seriously. He's cracking jokes and puns all the time, constantly and deliberately screwing with John. And then you have John, who is just actively trying to make progress in the game. And then when Chugga screws him over, he absolutely just loses it. And just is just absolutely furious. And it's just so entertaining. Because then you just have Chugga, just a giggling mess of stupidity over on the other end. Just is great. I love it. Need to watch more of this. Runaway guys are great. I love them. They're so fun. They're just so funny to watch. And then there's just, again, and then there's just Tim. Like, one of my former friends, I don't really want to go into, like, why, but one of my former friends, they said, why the heck do they have Tim on there? Like, you do realize that it's all three of them. That Tim just doing his own thing, it has a purpose, right? Because Tim is the one that keeps them sane. Tim is just there vibing. Tim is just there doing his own thing, and he is the backdrop that just encourages their nonsense. He's the one that encourages them. It's just, I love that series. It's just, they're so great. It's so great. It's like, I need to watch more TRG. I love them. They're so great. Like, because the best part is that for as angry and livid as John can get about Chugga doing nonsense, you do have to remember, in the end, yeah, they're still friends. Like, for as... Exactly. He is the uncle who mediates the chaos. Exactly. It's like, you gotta remember, for as angry as John can get during those series, they still make more stuff. You know, they still are making videos. They still are doing things. If Chugga pushed things too far, and things actually did get out of control, the channel would end. And the fact that they do, you know, still keep making things, like, yeah, they're actually like best friends. They're not really playing it up for the camera, but they understand. Yeah, it's entertaining after the fact. I love it. Yeah, Alexander, I can give you an Iron Hands after this. They are an absolutely amazing group of friends. Like, they are so entertaining. Hey, Lanala. But yeah, I can give you an Iron Hands, Alexander. I can give you an Iron Hands right now. I can give you an Iron Hands right now, because we are going to be ending off right now. I'm not really, Revan, are you in the Discord? We could arrange a trade for, like, that off stream. But I'm gonna be trading just Alexander on Iron Hands because he needs one, and then we're gonna be going on a raid. If we need to trade stuff, we can coordinate that off stream. Oh, nice! The person that I was actually thinking about going to raid. We could probably arrange that for a future stream, Darth. We could probably arrange that for a future stream. Yeah, the person I actually was thinking of raiding, they actually just got a shiny phase right now. Yeah, we stream every day, Darth. We stream every day. But yeah, Alexander, our usual link code, 19283 746. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, they just got a shiny Fluttermane. They just got a shiny Fluttermane. Which is fitting, because they're also hunting a ghost type. And we ourselves are hunting a ghost type. Yeah. Got it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You will be back. I'll be back. Ah, Terminator, great movie. Terminator's great. enjoy the Terminator movies. They're very good. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of ones that I just have basically just for things. Yeah, I love Terminator. There are so many good Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. There's so many good Arnold Schwarzenegger movies out there. But yes, we are going to go and raid Brandon R24. He is presently shiny hunting for Grievard. There we go. But he just got a ton of fun of me. So, I will see you guys next time. Let's rock and roll. And have a nice, wonderful night, everyone. This has been fun. Stay wonderful, everyone. Stay wonderful.